Are you considering Dan Locke's High Ticket Closer program, also referred to as HTC, but you're not sure if it's the right fit for you? Are you perhaps like me in a corporate job, like me a few years ago that is, in a corporate job and you're not happy with where you are, you're not happy being in that 9 to 5 job and having to report to somebody, you don't find fulfillment and you don't find the freedom you want to be in charge of your time. Perhaps you're looking for a way out to work for yourself. Maybe you even tried a bunch of things online, but it hasn't worked. So now you're looking at what is this HTC thing about? What is high ticket closing? And what kind of results can you expect? Is it the right fit for you? So let me share my experience, why I joined the program, and what kind of results I got after. So to give you a little background about myself, I worked many years in IT. I have also launched 4 of my own businesses, anything from software consultation to website solutions and web design to even a marketplace platform which I built. Now all of these, they were amazing experiences and I learned a lot. I made tons of mistakes, had some failures along the way, but at the same time, really what was missing was that freedom. So none of them, the business that I launched, they never gave me the freedom to be in charge of my own time, because I really hated that whole thing, having be chained to a desk 9 to 5 every day in the same environment and not being fulfilled. So I've been looking for a way out for years, really. That's why I launched the businesses, but none of them gave me the freedom I was after. That's really how I came across Dan Locke and HTC, and I thought, is this perhaps a better, smarter way? Because the business prior to that, I put tons of money into it, and it grew well initially, but ultimately it was eating up all my money or all our saving, and it wasn't profitable as much as I wanted. And worse than that, it was taking all my time. It was like spending 60 hours a week, and that's not the life I wanted. Especially after having our first child, I wanted something better, a better way of making money that can give me that freedom as well, so I can have time to spend with my child and do the things I enjoy and be able to work from home or anywhere I want. Because another thing that we planning to do is to move to Spain, Marbella. So that's about me. Now, of course, I had lots of questions, lots of concerns. Is it really right for me? I mean, let's face it, I'm an IT guy. I've been behind a computer a lot. I didn't really like sales that much, to be honest. I always tried to avoid it. I never spent long conversations on the phone. I just wanted to, get things done through emails and websites and marketing and all that. And is it something really for me? This is the question I had. And specifically also because I'm an introvert. I'm not really somebody, you perhaps have noticed, I'm not somebody that is really have that gift of the gab, very talkable. So these are concerns I had. Also, I have an accent, English is not my native language. These are all the concerns I had. Will it really work for me? And what made me decide to go ahead with it was really a combination of fully researching Dan Locke, making sure that he is the real deal. I watched all his videos, I read the book, I watched the webinar. I could see this guy has the kind of lifestyle and type of results that I'm after. And I knew the only way for me to shortcut now to really get to that results is to listen, to get the right mentor. So at that point, I made a decision. Initially, I wanted to really look at this as a side income next to the business that I was running, but 2 weeks in, things changed. I decided to go all in. I remember very well the first session we had. This is a live call, was supposed to last for 2 hours, but it went all the way to 4 hours, a live call with a bunch of other people online from the community, all the other students, and with Dan Locke and his co-instructors at the time, Kayvon and Desmond, also on the call. I mean, the first thing that struck me, and I thought, wow, this just hooked me in was the energy. Incredible amount of energy, participation, integration, and the content really delivered the way Dan delivers it. If you like his style, you either like it or hate him, but if you like his style, you know how he really over delivers on everything. So the class was amazing. That's when I knew, okay, I made the right decision. This is the whole first 2 weeks really more primarily focused on mindset and the whole philosophy behind it, which today I know is the most important thing. This is a high income skill you're after, not just a money-making tool, right? This is important. I go into that in more detail later, or maybe another video, but for you to get that, you need to have watched Dan Locke's video on high income skill and watch this webinar to understand the whole concept about the skill that he teaches, right? So that was first week, and I'm not gonna into lots of details exactly week by week what happens. I'm gonna put a link below. It covers module by module just to give you an overview. This is a 7-week program. Each week goes into one element, and the first 2 weeks mainly mindset, then it goes into actual specific how the high ticket closing works, how you can close high ticket programs that offers products and services on a call, how you conduct those conversations, how you connect with people, how you influence, how you handle objections. All those are covered week by week, and this is very much a practical course. Yeah, it's very much a practical course. What I mean by that is that you do the material, you learn during one session, and then you go practice on role plays. Practice. Every time of the day I could find people online to practice with. I mean, initially it was a bit weird to get used to that, but then it was amazing just talking to people and learning each other's story in itself was fascinating to me, because quite frankly I was a bit tired just being in front of computer all day and not communicating enough. So that's something I also enjoy, just connecting with people and the whole community. Pretty amazing. So yeah, you go week on that, then Dan teaches you exactly how you go about finding those high ticket offers, how to find influencers, companies that are looking for closers, or even how to apply everything he teaches to your own business to make sure you ask for the right money and you position yourself as a highly paid expert. So those are the things that covered. I'm not going into more detail than that. I'm sure you've done your own research, and you can also use the link below to get the week by week breakdown and also see exactly what other students say about the program, and some screenshots from our Facebook group. I mean, for me, the other big I would say the other big part of this, the part that really made me want to continue with this, is the whole community aspect. So there is a big active community, the Facebook group that we are part of. We also have a yearly meetup. I flew there back in October to Vancouver to meet Dan Locke and be at our yearly conference. So there's a lot of that community aspect. Everybody shares their challenges, their wins, and they're what we call booms. Every time somebody closes a deal, they share it, they share their learning. So that's how we learn and grow, by learning from each other. So what changed for me after completing the 7 weeks? What kind of results I've got after? For me, it took me 2 months to close my first deal. It was in fact a 10K close, $10,000 deal. I get sort of, typical commissions on the back of those deals are 10 to 20%. That's what I got, which was really sweet, and it really proved to me, yes, this shit actually works. That's once you have that realization, obviously I have practiced for that moment a lot, but when you have that realization that you can just pick up the phone from your bedroom, from your home, or anywhere you are, and close that sale and get your commission, and that's it. You don't have any more responsibility attached to that. That's really the whole reason I'm into this and why I like this line of work. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, there's of course it's not all plain sailing. There's lots of conversation, lots of calls initially that probably that for me didn't work out until I found out exactly, became comfortable with it, and found out exactly how to handle the real situation for that particular influencer. There are some influencers that didn't work at all. They didn't have the right funnels and the right leads. So all that is part of the game. Yeah, but for me, I was all in and I went in for it, and I got results. Fast forward now a few more months, where I'm today, I have worked in total with 6 different influencers. I have been part of 2 different teams. These are teams of closers working on larger accounts that need multiple closers. One of them, for example, was London Real. What did I do there? My role was, actually my title was enrollment coach. What does an enrollment coach do? People that wanted to join London Real courses, they book a call, get on a call with me, and as an enrollment coach, I listen to their needs, to their ambitions, to their story, to why they want to join the program, and then we make sure if there's a right fit, we get them signed up to the program. That's where the whole closing practice comes into place. That's really what closing in that scenario is about. Now, since then, I've also moved on to closing more B2B, because my background is business and marketing. I'm working now with 2 companies that provide marketing solutions, and that these are B2B solutions, so I'm closing for them. So in total, 6 different influencers. It's been really an amazing journey. It's not really all about the money for me. Month on month, and in fact day after day, I feel I'm practicing my skills and becoming better and better at it. And ultimately, it's not that I'm gonna spend the rest of my life closing closing sales on the phone. In fact, I still gonna launch my own coaching programs eventually. I'm working on those. I have my private clients as well. I'm launching my coaching programs and launching other online businesses as well. But this closing skill is a skill that I know I'm gonna always benefit from. So that's what a high income skill is about. It's something that you can have for the rest of your life, and in today's gig economy, having that skill is what sets you apart from everybody else. That's why for me, knowing that I'm improving this closing skill, which is I would say the most important skill you can have for any business, the sales skill, the skill of communication and influence, that's really what this is about for me. So that's my review. I hope you found that helpful. If you have questions, if you're serious about this, as I mentioned, I also close part of teams now. I'm building my own team because I cannot handle the demand any longer that I'm getting from various companies that want me to close for them. So that's why I'm looking for talented people, and really there's no shortage of opportunity. For people who become really good and are serious about this, it's not just something they want to do by the side, a little bit money on the side. That's not gonna get you far in this game. If you're really committed to this, then that's when you get the right results. And those kind of people that are serious, that really practice, become really good at the closing game, we're always looking for those people in our teams. For my current influencer right now, we're looking, and I can't find enough people really. So if you're interested to find out, and if you have questions, comment below, or even I put a link, you can book a call with me and we can have that conversation, a free consultation call for you. You can experience my closing skills as well. And also I put a link to the sales page, the information page for HTC. There's tons of testimonials. You can hear from other students. You can see what people share on our Facebook group. Every day we have booms shared there, and lots of amazing stories, what people experience. Everybody's journey is different, and that's where it's fascinating. Also, everything I'm doing right now, these videos, June 2018, I'd never done a video of myself published online. This is something else that I started during the HTC program, and now I'm doing all these videos and becoming better and better. I'm sure they're not perfect, but I do it. I hope you found it helpful. That's the whole purpose of this, to add value back and be able to share my experience, so that people that want to join, or where I was a year ago, they can make a better decision for themselves. So I hope you found this helpful, and I look forward to hearing from you.